Old school World of Warcraft had charm. The premise was simple enough. You started out as a fledgling adventurer in a mythical world, Azeroth, and your goal was to start gaining strength by completing different quests. Get from level 1, the lowest, weakest level, to level 60, the Zenith. After that, you tried to get the best armor in the game. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, it wasn't. This was 2005. Video games didn't hold your hand the whole time like they do now. So it was easy to die. Okay, you're thinking. I'll just avoid the hard quests. That way I won't die a lot. And until level 8, you might even stick to that. But then you'll be offered the quest to kill Hagar, the big, nasty rat monster, in exchange for a special sword. Then, like a moron, you'll bang your head against a brick wall for over an hour trying to do it. At some point in your failure, you'll see another player trying to kill Hagar. Like you, he'll die. But then, it'll dawn on you. The quest is designed to be done with 2 players. When the 2 of you team up and beat him, you'll feel like you've conquered Everest. You'll stick together for a while, and you'll chat the whole time. You'll add each other to your friends list, and, as the name suggests, soon you'll have a friend. Next time you're in trouble, you'll know who to call. Things get real once you reach level 15. Then, you can take on dungeons, like the Dead Mines. It won't be easy. All the enemies inside are tuned to elite status, so you'll need to create a group of 5 players, each with a unique role, to beat them. So hopefully you've made some friends who you can call on. You'll have to coordinate all your attacks, so you'll be chatting the whole time. You might even hook up microphones and start talking on voice chat. Your efforts will be rewarded. You'll get great gear for sure, and the feeling of completion will be great. But most importantly, you'll have met people. This won't be the last time you all play together. You still have 45 levels left, and after that, there's still plenty of loot to be found. The gameplay itself will be difficult, repetitive, even frustrating at times, but all of those things will encourage you to make friends and push through it. At least, that's the World of Warcraft that I remember. When I played from 2005 until 2009, I'd meet up with in-game friends all the time. Fina, Man of Battle, Kifera. We played so much that I still remember their characters' names. Everything was great until somebody hacked my account and changed my password. From what I understand, it was quite an epidemic back in 2009, and tens of thousands of players were affected. I never got it back, and for the next 9 years, I was on a Warcraft hiatus. I always wanted to go back and play, and in 2018, I saw a trailer for the new Battle for Azeroth expansion. I watched, drooling, as the orcs and the humans started cutting each other down on screen. And when the Undead Queen started shooting her bow and arrow, I decided I'd been gone long enough. Having held a job for several years, I could afford to drop $60 for the game, plus the $15 a month subscription fee. I made a new account, downloaded the game, and created a new character, waiting with bated breath as the game loaded. At first, it was as though nothing had changed. The graphics had been updated, which was nice, and the interface was simplified as well. Okay, so far so good. Then I started my first quest, which was to kill a few wolves. This was easier than I remember. Maybe I just gained some greater gaming prowess since I'd been gone. I was at level 8 in under an hour, which seemed awfully fast. Just for kicks, I tried to kill Hagar on my own. To my absolute shock, I was able to. What? How much had they dumbed down this game since I'd been gone? Things took a real downturn when I reached level 15. I hadn't encountered any difficult quests, so I hadn't needed to ask anybody for help. Because of that, I hadn't made any friends, so I didn't have anybody to do the dead binds with. As it turned out, though, the game designers had implemented a solution, quote-unquote, to that problem. The Dungeon Finder tool. The game would automatically search for other people to group you with for the dungeon, then teleport you all there. The dungeon itself was, again, much easier than it had been in the past. We didn't even need to coordinate our attacks because the gameplay was so forgiving. It wasn't even stressful. Because of that, nobody talked to each other. There wasn't even a word said in the group chat throughout the half hour that we played together. Predictably, I never saw any of those players again. Or maybe I did. They didn't leave enough of an impression on me for me to remember. There were 120 levels to this game now, up from the original 60, and in none of them did I need any help. I couldn't believe it, but making the game easier had ruined its entire social element. Before, the game was a place where introverts like me were forced to interact with others for the best rewards. Now, though, it was like playing solitaire, just with a few mythical elements thrown in. The game, in terms of technical mechanics, had been improved, but without friends to play it with, none of it mattered. In the past, it had been a medium for social interaction. Without that, it was nothing. Perhaps this is true of other forms of recreation. I know little of sports, but if coordinating a play on a field is anything like coordinating dungeon tactics, then there must be a lot of camaraderie among the teammates. Maybe you're someone who spends hours learning how to beat the bosses in WoW dungeons. Or maybe you're someone who spends hours learning the technique for some sport that you love. But perhaps, in our own ways, we're all just nerds looking for company.